Hello guys, it's NautoAce. I want to give my thoughts on Jump Force Season Pass, or basically to some extent the 9 DLC character, but to some extent I'll be focused on the first 3 that Namco Bandai announced. So for people who don't know what Jump Force is, it's the 50th anniversary celebration of Jump Force manga, and they basically did this sort of a third-person perspective fighting game. And unfortunately, sales were mediocre at best in the US. But from what I heard, Namco Bandai said that it was good enough to make them profit. So I guess the not adding dub on Jump Force was, it kind of sucks, and I hate to say this, but even so, I believe that they should put in like English dub since the anime also dub. But apparently, yeah, their tactics is basically help them make profit. I mean, in the past, there was a reason to some extent they refused to basically release a lot of this anime license game, because if they have to put more money, they fear that they're not gonna make a lot of money. But now they say, oh, you know what, we can just do it without the dub. And for people who complain about it, F them. It is what it is, sucks, but they've been doing that, it's gonna suck. So with that said, basically, of course, the game announced that there's gonna be Season Pass. And then, of course, the history about that one is that at some point, Data Miner found out who the 9 characters is. A lot of people said, oh man, that's kind of weird combination. And then later on, Namco Bandai announced who the 9 characters are. And yes, sadly to say, the data leak was actually 100% accurate. The characters that they found out are going to be the DLC for Jump Force. So like I said, I'm going to only focus on the first 3 in this one, because they're going to come in a pack of 3. So it's kind of like, well, Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle, or to some extent Injustice 2, they kind of did that, like the pack of 3. So the character they announced in this one are some are interesting, and one of them is basically a left field in my opinion, because it's like a character that you wouldn't think they're going to put in, but hey, why not? So the first one they announced was Seto Kaiba from the original Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're a Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan, anime, or the card game, popular in the West than in Japan, kind of makes sense because Yugi's in the game, so he needs his eternal rival, Seto Kaiba. So there you go with his, whatever his cards are, I don't follow. I forgot what the Yu-Gi-Oh! Is, I'm not really a fan, I used to watch the anime. Second one, very makes sense, and that is All Might from My Hero Academia. So of course, this is what Deku's idolized, the symbol of peace, and of course, if you follow the manga, the story, you know what happened to him. But yes, All Might's going to be there, and I think in this one it looks like he's going to be just stuck to his bulk mode, so that kind of makes sense. I mean, you don't really see him fight as his scrawny self, because think of it as Bruce Banner and the Incredible Hulk. So like, would you really play as Bruce Banner? So yeah, but the last one, that's very left field, and people said, are you serious? And to some extent, like, people even say, who is this character? I never heard of her. Yes, that's the keyword, her, and I'll explain that later. And that is Biscuit Kruger from Hunter x Hunter. Yeah, so for people who don't know what Hunter x Hunter is, an anime about, well, hunters. You can hunt anything, but you need to take a test to be a hunter, and the main character for all 4 of them are hunters. Biscuit Kruger is a 30-some-old lady who mentored the main character, basically Gon and Killua, in a arc called Greed Island. Yeah, so she's not really that popular from what I heard, so they put her there because, well, they need a more female representative, because there was a controversy to some extent. But yeah, they put in Big Biscuit Kruger from Hunter x Hunter. People are like, really? Who asked for this? Don't get me wrong, I'm all for it when putting obscure character or characters that are on the left field. Or let's just say that a character you would not even think is possible, but it's possible. Case in point, Street Fighter V. Karine, Nash, and Armika. I wouldn't even think they would be able to be back in Street Fighter franchise, but hey, they're back. Let's go to King of Fighter 14, Angel. Angel, owned by Elot, basically a Korean developer. They did King of Fighter 2001 and 2002, and that's one of their characters they created. She's back, like, holy moly. So yeah, so like I said, Biscuit Kruger to some extent is one of those obscure characters that you wouldn't really think putting her in there. But hey, now she's there. It's official. As for how she looks, I mean, it is accurate to the anime, but converting it to a 3D model, I don't know, maybe it's just Spike Chunsoft developing it. It's just, I don't know, man, they look so stiff. It's like, I don't know, they're like a bunch of, they look like just dolls and something. I don't know, it's just my opinion about it. But, well, beside the point, so yes, what do I think about it? Seto Kaiba, hey, you got your Yu-Gi-Oh! Remember, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is popular in the West. All Might makes sense, come on. As of right now, Hero My Academia, it's a popular franchise. Hey, why not? In the case with Biscuit Kruger, yeah. I mean, Hunter x Hunter's been out in Japan a long time ago. They barely made an English version, so that's probably it. And this is how you kind of know that it is catered to the West. So what are other characters? Remember, there are 9. Well, from my top of my head, I'll probably do a update in this video later on, is Trafalgar Law from One Piece. Again, a recurring character, popular character, voiced by Matt Mercer, the English dub. He has the magnet fruit, from what I heard. I saw the One Piece anime. Makes sense. Mandaro Uchiha, the very first Uchiha in the Uchiha clan for Naruto. Again, makes sense. Another popular character. And then in Bleach, it's 2. Rinjao, yeah, from what I heard, he is popular, even in the Arrancar arc. And Hitsugaya, if I remember that's the name. Toshihiro Hitsugaya, one of the captain, and he has like the ice sword. He's popular because he has a movie basically based on him. And then Boo basically was announced. They really didn't mention which Boo it is. And Bakugo, again, another character like, oh yeah, Hero Academia. And who else the last one? Man, I know 5 of them. I forget who's the 6th member. Well, anyway, but in this season pass or this DLC, you can notice the lack of Black Clover characters beside Asta. Since both Asta and Deku, let's just call him Deku, their premise is kind of the same. They're the underdog. They're lacking on something that the others have. In the case with Deku, spoiler here, he doesn't have a quirk of his own. That's why he has to use One for All. In the case with Asta, for strange reason, he doesn't have any magic or mana. Instead, he uses his ki, and to some extent, he was given the anti-magic weapon. So, I mean, I can consider some sort of a different type of weapon, but that's basically potato and potato situation. So it's kind of weird that you get 2 My Hero Academia representative, which is All Might and Bakugo, but why no other 2 for Black Clover? I mean, from what I heard, Black Clover is more popular than My Hero Academia, or vice versa. I don't know. You can probably just say that in the comment. But why not put in Yami? Why not put in Yuno? If you're going to put Bakugo, which is Deku's rival, why not put Yuno for Asta's rival? That kind of makes sense, but that's just my opinion there. So it's kind of weird there. But overall, what do I think about the DLC characters? Yeah, some of them kind of make sense, like, yeah, you gotta put him there. But it's just interesting, you have to still put another Dragon Ball Z character, another One Piece character, and another Naruto character, which is, yes, we get it. If it wasn't for Dragon Ball Z, One Piece, and Naruto, there wouldn't be Shonen Jump, because they were the big 3. I mean, they were basically the face of Shonen Jump company as a whole. I mean, Bleach is number 4. That's what they added 2 more Bleach characters, Rinjao and Hitsugaya. But, I mean, come on. There's already a lot of those One Piece, Dragon Ball Z, and Naruto characters. It's just kind of weird. I mean, again, thumbs up for a Muscu character with Biscuit. Putting more My Hero Academia character makes sense. Another Yu-Gi-Oh! Kind of makes sense because Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not so much popular from Japan, but in the West, yeah. But why not more from City Hunter or Face of the North Star? But of course, there's been rumor that there might be a season 2 there, so we'll have to wait and see. And another one before I close this is the lack of new Shonen Jump IP there. It's mostly existing one that's from the base roster. Maybe it's a license issue, kind of makes sense, but hey, you know, you never know. Maybe they're gonna expand this game. Even so, the game's sold mediocre at best in the West. I don't know about in the other country, but according to Namco Bandai, it was good enough to make them profit. With that, I'll see you guys later.